Hello and welcome to today's video. I've been working on this for a while and trying to learn how to film on OBS so I can do some fun things. So shout out to Prince Anki14 on Twitch for teaching me how to do all this. So today's video is book recommendations for gamers. My husband streams on Twitch. He's Prince Anki14 on Twitch. And on there, I've met so many great people. And whenever I'm watching Twitch, usually I'm reading. And in having different conversations with people, I would frequently hear people saying that they hadn't read since maybe high school, or they haven't found a book that they find interesting. And usually people were bringing up how boring reading classics were in high school or college or whatever. So I thought I would make a video recommending books that I think sort of have a gamer feel or would give off a little bit of a gamer feel. So we're going to go through the books. We're going to start with Emergency Skin by N.K. Jemisin. I love this book. I love it so much. Look at it. It's just so great. So as you can see, this is a super short book. It's 32 pages, or was 32 pages on my Kindle, but there is an audiobook version, and I listened to that while washing dishes. Like it was very, very fast. But this book is in second person, and the story is that you are a soldier and you're being sent to this planet to collect a bunch of data. And as you are doing so, there is, I believe he's like a scientist or something, like in your headset telling you what to do, what to look at, what to grab, oh, don't go over there, don't think about that, reprogramming you to do this. And it's very intense and very cool, and just immediately gave off a very video game feel to me. I also, in doing this, tried to think of games that would be somewhat similar to the book or the similar feel to the book. And I thought similar games would be Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Far Cry Primal, with some sci-fi in there like Destiny. This book was just phenomenal. I have listened to it twice because I loved it so much. The next one we have is Night of the Mannequins by Stephen Graham Jones. The page count for this one is 144 pages. This is terrifying. If you enjoy horror games, spooky season, this is for you. This book is absolutely terrifying. I believe there was one part where I literally had to put it down and read something else, take a walk, come back to it. This was actually the first book I read this year. But it's about these kids who find a mannequin, and they play with it throughout the summer, and then they start school and they just kind of ditch the mannequin, and then they decide to bring it out for one last prank against their friend, and terror ensues from that point on. So like I said, a horror, the game similar was, or I thought was, Little Nightmares, Slenderman, Resident Evil, Bendy and the Ink Machine. This is horrifying. If you like the horror spooky games, you're gonna love this, trust me. The next one we have is Annihilation. I love Annihilation so much. This is by far one of my favorite books by one of my favorite authors, Jeff Vandermeer. The page count is 195 pages, so again, sticking in the realm of shorter books. This is a science fiction. There is an area that is now being called Area X because some spooky alien stuff is happening, and when scientists go to cross the barrier, weird things happen. Like at some points in this book, it feels as though you are reading through a hallucination or something very creepy. And what's so cool about that is whenever I've talked about this book with other people, we have perceived different moments in a different way, I guess. And I think that's the fun of it. Did that make any sense? Let me try again. You can read something and be like, okay, you have a clear picture in your head and what Jeff is painting for you. I call him Jeff as if we're like buddies. Jeff Vandermeer painted, right? And then you go and talk to someone else who read that same scene and they will have perceived it completely different. And I think that's so fascinating and so cool. Because of that, my husband and I had a blast reading this entire trilogy because it was just so unique and so interesting, and we still talk about it to this day because it was so amazing. Let me see, I have similar games. We tried thinking of some. Breath of the Wild, sort of, with the exploring aspect, the monster aspect. Pikmin for the alienness of it all. And Far Cry New Dawn, also Fallout, were some video games that I thought this one kind of gave a similar feel of. This is a very unique story. I think if you enjoy science fiction in general, you will really, really enjoy this book. It's very good. The next one we have is The Heaviness of Knowing. Now, this is a longer book. This one is 382 pages, but wow, is it amazing. So it has to do with dreams. And there are these people on a planet who infiltrate the dreams of people here on Earth, and they give ideas to further advance our technology because this planet needs technology, so they like get it through us in a way. And there's a connection between these two characters throughout the dreams and the different planets that they are on. It was just a really unique premise. I have only read the first book. I definitely want to read the other. I believe there's 2 more, maybe 3. I thought it was a trilogy, but now I'm seeing that it says series, so now I'm kind of doubting what I know of this book. It was very good. It was also a very quick read. I believe I finished this one in only a couple days. It was very fast, to the point. We were in it, and I just love how it was described, how Earth was described, how this other planet was described. Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. Similar games, Destiny, Halo, No Man's Sky, and honestly, Inception the movie. It gave off some Inception vibes, but I absolutely loved this. The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. This one, again, is a longer one. This is 458 pages. I found it a quick read, but it is a chunker. It is a chunky book. This one is just so fascinating. I had such a blast reading this. So basically, this guy wakes up in this really like old European mansion, and this guy with like a plague doctor mask is just like, you have to figure out who killed Evelyn Hardcastle. Peace out, my dude. So he pieces out, and home dude goes around talking to people. And when he goes to sleep or gets punched in the face, I can't remember the order, but he wakes up as a different person. And he ends up waking up as multiple people and trying to figure out who killed Evelyn Hardcastle. So he gets the perspective of like a wealthy heiress, the butler, one of the cooks, another person attending the party at this big mansion. And as he's interacting with people, you see that he's like interacting with himself through time, and it's just, it is a video game. Like, you're waking up as different characters trying to solve a murder. Very cool. I loved this. I made my sister read it. I just kind of showed up and just dropped the book off and was like, read this please so we could talk about it. I did write similar... Oh, no, I didn't write similar video games because I was like, it is. You get to be multiple characters and you get to solve a mystery, and it was just really, really good. I really, really liked it. And that is it of the book recommendations for gamers. If you have any other books that you think fit this type of recommendation, please let me know. Leave it in the comments. If you think I recommended wrong ones, let me know as well. I really was trying my hardest. I was trying to keep the page counts down, but those last two I just thought were so fascinating and had such unique storylines. I thought I might as well throw them in. I think they're interesting. Yeah, if you want to follow me, you can follow me here on Instagram. I did it. And if you would like to check out my hair care line and get yourself a bottle of Emmy's hair care oil blend, you can visit my website and order a bottle there. So yeah, I will talk to y'all later.